is Italian football lover channel, my friends. Today I want to make predictions. Match day 11 games of La Liga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos, and please click on the like button. Thanks so much. Let's start from the Getafe Girona game. Girona is at the bottom of the point table. They could get just one victory so far this season in La Liga. They couldn't get any victory in away games thus far this season in La Liga. Girona State draw against, my dear friends, 3-3 Oviedo in last match at home, and before Girona won versus 2-1 Valencia at home. Girona State draw against Bilbao 1-1 in away game. They lost against 2-1 Barcelona in last away game. Getafe is going to be at home. They won against 1-0 Bilbao in last away game. They lost against they won versus 1-0 Bilbao in last away game, but they lost against 1-0 Real Madrid in last match at home. Before this Getafe team state draw against Levante and Alaves 1-1 draw at home. This is going to be so challenging game. I see that Getafe is seeming a little bit closer to victory with home advantage, but Girona will force them significantly because of that. And last season Girona won against Getafe 1-0 in away game, as I remember, but this time my prediction is draw. Getafe 1, Girona 1. And second game, Villarreal Rayo Vallecano. Last season Villarreal Rayo Vallecano game ended up in 1-1 draw, and Villarreal is playing way more better at home, but sometimes they got good results in away games. They won against 2-0 Valencia in last away game. They stayed draw against 2-2 Betis in last match at home. Villarreal before lost against 3-1 Real Madrid in away game, my dear friends. Villarreal is so strong and quality team. They are on the third spot. Rayo Vallecano got back-to-back 3 victories in La Liga. They are going on so good. They won versus 1-0 Sociedad in away game, and they won against 3-0 Levante in last away game. Again they won against Alaves 1-0 in last match at home. This is going to be so hard clash. Vallecano will force Villarreal significantly, but I want to take a chance to Villarreal for victory just by 1 goal margin. Villarreal 2, Rayo Vallecano 1 is my prediction for this game. Atletico Madrid Sevilla off. Atletico won against Sevilla 4-3 last season at home. Atletico is playing better at home. They got the first away game victory against Real Betis by winning 2-0 in the last away game. Atletico won against 5-2 Real Madrid at home. They won versus 1-0 Osasuna in last match at home. Sevilla got back-to-back defeats. They lost against 3-1 Mallorca in last match at home. And Sevilla lost against 2-1 Sociedad in last away game, my dear friends. But Sevilla before won against 4-1 Barcelona at home. Sevilla sometimes got good results in away games, my dear friends. And this is going to be a little bit hard clash, but Atletico Madrid will win over against Sevilla at home. Atletico Madrid 3, Sevilla 1 is my prediction for this game. Real Sociedad Athletic Bilbao off. Last season Sociedad Bilbao game ended up in 0-0 draw. Bilbao got so poor results in away games. They stayed draw against 0-0 Elche in last away game. Before they lost against 1-0 Villarreal in away game. Bilbao lost against 1-0 Getafe in away game. They are going down and down. Sociedad is playing a little bit better at home. They won against 2-1 Sevilla in last match at home, but before they lost against Rayo Vallecano 1-0 at home. Sociedad stayed draw against Celta Vigo 1-1 in last away game. This is going to be so challenging game. Celta Vigo will want to make the advantage of playing at home. They are seeming a little bit closer to victory than Athletic Bilbao. This is my opinion. But nevertheless, my prediction is going to be draw for that game, draw. Real Sociedad 0, Athletic Bilbao 0. And Real Madrid Valencia off. Real Madrid is at the top position. They are 5 points ahead of Barcelona. They won against Barcelona 2-1 in last match at home in El Clasico game. Real Madrid is playing so good this season. Before they won against 3-1 strong opponent Villarreal at home. They won versus 1-0 Getafe in last away game. Valencia is third to last on the point table. They are in so bad situation. They are going down and down. They stayed draw against 0-0 Alaves in last away game. Before this Valencia team lost against Girona 2-1 in away game. Again they lost against 2-0 Villarreal in last match at home. Last season Valencia won against Real Madrid 2-1 in away game, but this time Real Madrid will get comfortable victory against Valencia. Real Madrid 3, Valencia 0 is my prediction for this game. Levante Celta Vigo off. Levante is playing better in away games. They won versus 2-0 Oviedo in away game, my dear friends, but they lost against 3-0 Vallecano in last match at home. Before they lost against 4-1 Real Madrid at home. Levante stayed draw against Mallorca 1-1 in last away game. Celta Vigo got the first victory against Osasuna by winning 3-2 in last away game. And before Celta Vigo teams lost against 2-1 Elche in away game. They stayed draw against 1-1 Sociedad in last match at home, my dear friends. Celta Vigo got so many draws this season in La Liga. I feel in that way Celta Vigo is seeming a little bit closer to victory. But my prediction is going to be draw for that game, draw. Levante 1, Celta Vigo 1. And Alaves Espanyol, Alaves, my dear friends, stayed draw against Valencia 0-0 in last match at home. They lost against Vallecano 1-0 in last away game, my dear friends. Alaves is playing better at home before they won against 3-1 Elche at home. Espanyol team is on the 5th spot. They won versus Oviedo 2-0 in away game. And Espanyol lost against 2-1 Betis at home, but they won versus 1-0 Elche in last match at home. Before they lost against 2-0 Real Madrid in away game. Espanyol is playing better at home. My dear friends, this game may end up in draw. Draw is possible, and probably in that game maybe 1-1 draw is possible. But this time I want to take a chance to Alaves for victory at home. Last season, by the way, Espanyol won against Alaves 1-0 in away game. But this time my prediction is going to be in favor of Alaves. Alaves 1, Espanyol 0 is my prediction for this game. Barcelona, Elche. Barcelona is going to be at home. They are on the 2nd spot. They won versus 2-1 Real Sociedad and Girona at home. But they lost against 2-1 Real Madrid in last away game, in El Clasico game, my dear friends. And Elche is good team, but they lost against 3-1 Alaves in away game. They lost against 1-0 Espanyol in last away game. They stayed draw against 0-0 Bilbao in last match at home. Barcelona is way more better team than Elche. They will make the advantage of playing at home, and they will win over against Elche. Barcelona 3, Elche 1 is my prediction for this game. Real Betis Mallorca off. Mallorca won against Betis 2-1 in away game last season, but Betis lost against 2-0 Atletico Madrid in last match at home. Before they stayed draw against 2-2 Villarreal in away game, my dear friends. And Betis won against 2-0 Osasuna at home. Before they won against 3-1 Sociedad at home. Betis is good and quality team. Mallorca is showing us poor performances. They stayed draw against Levante 1-1 in last match at home. But they won versus 3-1 Sevilla in last away game, my dear friends. Before they lost against 2-1 Bilbao in away game. This is going to be a hard clash. I feel in that way Mallorca will force Betis considerably, but just by 1 goal margin, with home advantage and with their quality. I want to take a chance to Betis for victory. Real Betis 2, Mallorca 1 is my prediction for this game. Oviedo, Osasuna, this is the last match of the week. Oviedo got back-to-back defeats at home. They lost against Espanyol and Levante 2-0 in the recent 2 games at home with same results. And at the same time, Oviedo won versus 2-1 Valencia in away game. They stayed draw against 3-3 Girona in last away game. Osasuna couldn't get any victory in away games. Osasuna is playing better at home, but they got the first defeat against Celta Vigo in last match at home by losing 3-2. Before Osasuna won against 2-1 Getafe at home. Osasuna lost against 2-0 Betis in away game. Again they lost against 1-0 Atletico Madrid in last away game. This is going to be so hard clash, and draw is possible in that game. Oviedo is second to last on the point table, but Osasuna is better team than Oviedo. But this is an away game. Draw is possible and probable. Please don't forget that, my dear friends. But just by 1 goal margin. This time I want to take a chance to Osasuna for victory. Oviedo 0, Osasuna 1 is my prediction for this game. All my predictions like this for match day 11 games of La Liga. You can subscribe to my channel, watch my videos. You may write your comments down below. Please click on the like button. It makes me so glad. See you on my next videos, my dear friends. Bye.